And I am live. Good morning, everybody. December 4th, 2019. Welcome to all of you. Let me get a few things. I'm actually starting to get good at this Streamlabs thing. That's like frightening me. Frightening me. I'm not a tech savvy person. I can fix stuff, but I can't. I ain't no software genius on here. Anyway, of course, it's raining again here on the Rancho. It seems to be the only thing that it can do the last 2 weeks here is rain. Really lucky yesterday. Had a break in the weather for a short period of time. Yesterday was able to do, as you guys saw, knock out that closet job on the van. So I was happy to get that done to just take advantage a little bit of the break in the weather. I'm going to look ahead for the forecast here. Let's see what we got. I got so many things here. I got so many little windows open. Let me check this out. Let me see what our weather is like here. Lousy, I'm sure. And I'm starting to go out of my mind. Let's see. Santa Rosa weather. Let's see. Low chance of precipitation tonight. Well, heck, it's raining right now. Let's get to 10-day. That's if you want to go slip into total depression. Today rain, tomorrow cloudy, Friday rain 100%. Let's see, Saturday rain 100% thunderstorms. Then we get cold. We get cold with the rain. Yay! Yay! Sunday showers 58-40. Monday partly cloudy 58-39. Tuesday showers 57-40. And then finally on the 11th, 12th, and 13th, looks like we finally see a little bit of sunshine here, partly cloudy. Man, that's a long that's a long way away. How you doing? Got 14 inches of wet, heavy snow. Let me refresh this. I don't know why my chat's not coming up on the YouTube side. I see it on the Streamlabs side. Let me see. Oh, there you are. There's Victoria. There you are, hiding, honey. Good morning to you. Good morning, Penny Pincher. How are you? You know, Penny Pincher, you and I could be sisters, you know? Pinching a penny. Anyway, that's the sad news on that, and at least we won't be dipping below 40 degrees really coming up. So I guess I can't complain too much. People have been asking me, Reno, when are you guys going up to Reno? I can't even think about going to Reno until I get a break in the weather. There's just no way. Yeah, I'm cheap as can be too myself. That's why when people say, the stuff you're getting in and the tips you receive, they're gone to Marshall. Like, really? For my cold, dead hand. That's all I can say to, all I can say to that. I guess the thunderstorms on Saturday. Let's see, yeah. It's going to be a lousy day on Saturday. So I don't know. I get depressed. I'm digging my camper out and heading south. Even if I have to wait per month for a next Social Security check. Put it in, yeah, Victoria. Put it in gear. Head south. Enjoy that warm weather. Forget about YouTube. Turn off your phone and enjoy the sunshine. Good morning, Olivia. I hope that you are well today. Yeah, I'm going to do a chat one time. It's just going to be called Yeah. Hi, Jory. I know you're watching there on your easy chair. I know you're watching there. Let me mute this a second. Hold on one second here. I don't even know how to. Hold on a minute. There we go. As you can see, Missy Jen is currently in Colorado. So, she's away on a away on official business in Colorado there. So yeah, I was gonna see Drury's imitation. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I do. Good morning, Quinny. Quinny was all flustered about my tenant at will here on the Rancho. We'll get to that. Time to hug the coast and slither down the coach. I'm so over with winter. You know, it isn't even officially winter yet. But the good news out here is the good news out here. Give the YouTube notification team the big one finger salute. You can't judge the winter by the first period of rain. Sometimes we could bust this weather pattern and be in dryness for the rest of the season here. I don't know what it is about YouTube notifications, but as I said last night, hey Kevin Leonard, how you doing? I was just shocked at what poor Quinny's been mentally battered on this. I lost one subscriber. They said, Rosie, I've been so mentally battered following your channel. I'll see you after the holidays. I'll sub up on the 1st of December again. Hello, Rico. What is mentally battered watching? Tip about notification. Yes, if you have multiple devices, including iPads, Chromebooks, notebooks, phones, desktop computers, if you have notifications turned off on one of those devices that you log into YouTube on a regular basis, then, or even if you don't, if you have it set and you put down your iPad, ooh, I got a spanking new Chromebook for Christmas or something like that, but you didn't adjust your notifications. If your notifications are turned off on one of those devices, they will be turned off across everything on the YouTube platform. Okay, that was the first time that I really somebody gave a really sensible answer. Yeah, this subscriber was just mentally battered. They just couldn't they couldn't take it anymore. So check all of your devices that you use to log into and make sure that your YouTube notifications are turned on. Now I know that can be annoying. Somebody like me that might be multiple uploading a day and it's like, oh my God, there she is again. Doesn't she ever sleep or all that? Hello, how you doing there, Tammy? My world in OKC. Nice to see you. So make sure that you have your notifications turned on across all of your devices. One device turned off means you don't get anything on YouTube, okay? And the average is, even when people set things up for notifications, only 24% of the time or something the notifications are going through, because for the most part they have one device turned off. You know, you're driving, your GPS, oh, here comes here comes Elvis Travels, Lisa Marie Build. You're like, oh my God, I'm mentally battered. You know, I can't take another one. Just turn off all the notifications. Yeah, it could be funny. So check it out, everybody. Not just wondering if your DFX detector went silent. What would you try to? I'm going to sound really stupid. What the hell is a DFX? Hey Johnny, Krusty Panda says notification almost never work for me, and I got them turned on YouTube. Subscribe with the notification. If you are clear on all devices and you are set for notifications on all devices and you still have problems getting notification, clear your cache on your computer, clear your browser, re-log into YouTube, come to the Rosie O'Kelly channel so you too can be mentally battered on a daily basis. And make sure you check send notifications, and then the next little pop-up window will say some, all, anything without Elvis. You know, you have your drop-down box that lets you choose. Yeah, I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about what I now believe was a stalker on the Rancho here last night. It was all you swinging. Let's see. Oh, my metal detector. What about my metal? Let me scroll up now and get this. Not just wondering if your metal detector went silent. Would you try to fix it? Um, I don't know. I have a white XLT that's about 15 years old now, and it still works pretty good. I bought a real fancy one time from Turkey. It was the craziest thing. It could detect down to about 4 feet deep. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm getting a million signals out there, and I'm going to be digging up caskets or something. I'm going to be digging up bodies buried in caskets. I sent it back. Uh, no, I still have it. I've been doing the Christmas outdoors. I have pine pitch all over my hands. What takes it off? Mineral spirits will take that. Will take that off. The sound of mine went silent just from storage. Make sure to check your display that your sound is turned on and your volume's up. Hello, Lisa. Good morning to you. Are you prepared to be mentally battered this morning on the chat? Yeah, this thing went so deep that I'm getting every pipe in the city. I'm like detecting, and it's going along in a straight line. And I'm like, I'm not digging down 3 feet. Can you imagine me on the streets of Santa Rosa? Now I live in an urban area, and I metal detect. My greatest finds have been between the sidewalks and where people park their cars. They're called tree wells. They're public land, although I've had some run-ins with people that had a difference of opinion. Just because you take care of it and you're legally responsible for the sidewalk, that doesn't mean that you own that strip of land out there. And I've had my greatest metal detecting finds out there. But if you think I'm going to be next to the street digging a hole 3 feet deep while I got Gladys Kravitz coming out and getting all pissy with me for digging, I'm from the utility company. Hey, Charla, visiting your older sister, help her decorate, take a break. I don't know, Krusty. I'm going to talk about that a little bit this morning in reviewing yesterday's. It's too strong a detector. Hey, Gina, how you doing? Everything's on. I sprayed electronic cleaner and down that plug hole. Oh, then I would say you probably have maybe a loose connection to the speaker inside of it. So, yeah, Gladys, I loved her. You can imagine me digging it too. I've already had confrontations. You can see my metal detecting video. Just put confrontation in the search box for the videos, and you'll see this one guy came out, and now most people, I don't really argue, and I move on. I'm not there to have confrontations, but it is what it is. Back to sweet home Oregon. There you go. So I've had some real adventures metal detecting. I hope to again, but there's no way I'm gonna lug myself around in the rain to do metal detecting. I don't know. We were sitting here last night. I'll get into that in a couple minutes. Reno. I got people asking me, Rosie, we want to change the venue. We want to see you guys on the road again. Take Marshall. It's fine. I don't think Missy Jen wants to go over the Sierra. She's on her Colorado vacation right now. A vacation of the mind. And but we have to wait till we get really clear weather for a couple days with no precipitation forecast. Yeah, Abner, that crazy woman's up there over there digging up graves. How you doing, Tabby Cat? Keeping last Saturday, I found a vintage Sony with unused earphone and case in mint condition. Those things are worth a few bucks. Oh man, I have found more. Exploring Ginger. Look up my video on metal detecting. You'll see all of my finds and things on it, my best stuff, and you can see that from a couple years ago. I have everything. I have videos, everything. Hey, Jay Money. Uh, is a Tabby Cat says I'm down here in San Diego. The rain is crazy. San Diego's not designed for rain. It's designed for sun, teeny weeny micro bikinis, beach volleyball, and all that. I'm not going to go south, and I got to wait till this weather situation breaks here. Yeah, Fundy, these Sony Walkmans, yeah, I used to have one. When I drove the big truck, I'd have my Walkman on. piling down the road, the Hollywood truckers down there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They were great. Oh man, yeah, check it out. I've done tons of metal detecting. I will tell you, Ginger, my greatest find was a 22 carat gold chain. It's about that long, and it had a solid gold crucifix on the end of it. I found it at a bus stop. Don't go out to parks and stuff like that. If you want to find cool stuff, hunt next to the streets where people get out of their cars, and maybe a guy starts pawing his girlfriend and her necklace comes off and blah blah, hits the ground, and they don't even know it. I found all kinds of silver, everything that you could find in the pill rings. I found brass knuckles. Yeah, found brass. I don't even know if they're legal out here. But as far as Reno is concerned, I really can't predict when that's going to be. It's going to be on the fly. You guys are going to tune in one day. You're going to get a notification, and we're on the road to Reno, and then it'll be a 2 day adventure up there. It'll be cold. We'll do some of the foodie sampling, do some chooching, take a break and get out of here. I've already decided this is going to be a lower key Christmas than we usually have, given that people are stealing lights off houses. And even the ones that people put the lights up on the rain spouts and the gutter spouts, they're being taken off and stuff. I think we're just going to go with a little internal tree. Yeah, 54 videos. I probably have over 200 metal detecting videos. It'll be a good trip. You guys will have a lot of fun. There'll be a lot of live streaming, a lot of foodie reviews with the real concentration on really cheap eats. My go-to place used to be the Cal Neva casino and restaurant there. They used to have that $4.99 prime rib special. Man, you could really feast for $4.99. Compare that to Lawry's of Beverly Hills, $57 for a cut of prime beef. But last time I went in, it was a disaster. Okay, Diagi, nice to see you. Are you doing any toys for Tots this year? Missy Jen and I will make our annual run to pick up some toys. We will be gearing our purchases for the 14 to 18-year-old 17-year-old age group in there, because they just consistently tell me year after year they get flooded with Barbie dolls, stuff for 4-year-old girls, Matchbox toys, radio controlled things for boys. But they always are really hurting for stuff between the 14-year-old to 17-year-old age. So that's where we're trying to gear our purchases. Krusty says, best thing I ever found was a Breitling watch worth about 10K. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good find. I found an old bayonet while fishing as a kid, and some guy told me it was a cop and stole it from. Oh, I don't have a big, not like you do, Tammy. We also need to give, Marshall was talking about giving goodie bags to homeless, packing up, what do you call those things? The little Glad bags or whatever, Ziplocs for, and handing them out to the homeless, you know. I've never tried magnet fishing. Yeah, gift cards for Tina. Another of your YouTube celebrity. I don't know, Sean. Sam Telfer, how you doing, beautiful? Nice to see you. There's Ron. Ron Keller makes it seem. Oh, jeez. Anyway, I'm not going to. We're going to do a Christmas light this year in view of the fact that the Lisa Marie build, I would judge that that's about 70% done now. That build. No, it's pouring rain. I ain't nothing, Gina. You may wonder who Ron Keller was. He was the original owner of the Lisa Marie. We were doing some work around the refrigerator, and I pulled out an old Visa charge slip from 1992, and it was Ron's Surf Shop, and it had the guy's name Ron Keller on it. And we went ahead, Marshall looked it up, plugged it into Google. The guy just passed away at 87. And in case you guys didn't see it, and he looked like a really nice guy, he looked like a really cool guy. He was a little person, but I'm trying to see if I can find his picture. And yeah, there it is. And there he is standing next to the Lisa Marie. There, I don't know why that thing will never focus on there, but I don't know. This system sucks here. I ain't Tucker. I'm not Benny G with all the fancy dancy gear, but there he is. Now that's pretty cool. And I just thought the widow Keller would be appalled if we drove up in the current state of Lisa Marie. Hey, Widow Keller, how are you? We wanted to show you how Ron's van's doing. Oh my God. Call 911. Call 911. A bit sad the family dog is 9. Oh no, sorry to hear that, Carolyn. I was cleaning. Yeah, how you doing, Sam? I was cleaning up, doing some more work on my channel, and I was looking at some of my old videos of Wolfie from 2013. 2014. Hello, Nathan. Nice to see you. Very nice to see. So Reno will happen. It'll be a surprise. It'll just pop up. We'll be on the road, and it'll be underway for 2 fun days. I'll try to spend 2 nights up there. The hotels are dirt cheap. Nobody in their right mind wants to go over to Reno to gamble when you have all these California Indian gaming casinos over here. But it makes it fun. I send gifts and letters to soldiers who have no family for holidays. That's nice. So I'm not sure about doing something, going around and distributing little goodie bags to homeless, package things. You know, I don't want to have. I'll put myself into Marshall and I fingering the M&Ms and counting them out for. It's like life on the streets is tough enough without introducing GI gastrointestinal distress to people on the streets. Who's coming to visit? I'm going to get to that. Hello, Debbie Lynn. Yeah, pets are here for. It's almost sad, you know. You kind of wish you could outlive your pet could outlive you, but it doesn't happen that way. I don't think Missy Jen. She really doesn't have a lot of interest. She can't really bear with her MS, the cold weather. I took her last year, and it was 17 degrees when we were out there, and I think that kind of put paid to the idea of. Gone back up again. Oh, you were elected the one to take her. It was awful. I remember Missy Jen came here April 1st, 2014, and in June she had the sad duty. I went with her. Wolfie couldn't even stand my Malamute Shepherd mix. And I knew the day had arrived, and Wolfie had been my companion for years before there was Bobby, before there was a Missy Jen. There was the boss and Janet, but Wolfie was my companion. You saw him in the videos, my 5-year journey, what the Rancho looked like when I first bought it. And we went in to have, to the Sonoma County Humane Society, went to have Wolfie put down, and I chickened out. I couldn't be there at the last. You know, I had to step outside and bawl my eyes out. Yeah, Rosie crying. And Missy Jen, with her strength and things, was right there at the end when they delivered the injection and everything. It was woo, 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 woo. You know. Don't forget to, hey, Mr. Z, don't forget to bring your bourbon. Yeah, Wolfie was Wolfie was an amazing dog. Yeah, remember me getting him out of jail a few times? I'd pick him up, he'd run away from home. People would call in the streets here. He'd get picked up. He'd be on the website with his mugshot up on. There he is again. Go pick him up, put him in the back seat of my 2012 Chevy Cruze, whereupon he promptly took a big dump on the street. All I ever had was rescue dogs. It's all I would ever want. If I'm picking a dog, I go into the shelter, whatever. And I look at the one that's all excited to the thought of living with a somewhat transgendered, as if life isn't cruel enough. Hey, it's your lucky day. Oh my God. Thank you, Carolyn. Yeah, I rescued it. Well, man, I believe that. I believe that. Taking a nervous stop. It's like, what did I do to deserve this? You know, to be paired with you. Okay, well, let's go make the best of it then. Wanting to get a French bulldog. They're pretty cool. Putting a pet down is a horrible, horrible experience. And then, hey, I'm trying to remember when Mandy got put down. Missy Jen's older Shar mix. And that dog didn't really like me too, too much. It was always like, is today the day I'm going to take a bite out of that tiny ass and get my revenge on Rosie? And then, but she had to put Mandy down too. So it was my current animal's a pit rescue. I thank you, Uber. I really feel sad. There you go. My Brits and older female Sharp A mix. I feel sad when I see animal shelters that are loaded with pit bulls. Because in my mind, you know, a dog is a dog is a dog. It doesn't have an awareness of what it is. It only has an awareness of you know, that it senses things. And I feel so terrible that you know, we have a lot of gangbangers around here, and they keep their dog and they ride around in their rice burner for a couple months, and then it's not cool anymore. Then they chain the dog to the backyard, and it just tears me up to see the overpopulation, and you know, the reputation is so bad. Like, who wants to take it on? And the thing is, just it's just a dog, you know. It's just a dog. Yeah, I've never met a bad pit. That's what I'm saying. I mean, so many pits that I've met. When I went and visited Maxine, my cross-dressing friend in Colorado, she had two really big pit bulls. Were the sweetest dogs on planet Earth. I think it's all a matter of the way you raise it and treat it. To me, the absolute worst is when you take a dog and in all weather with no shelter, you just put it on a chain in your backyard and you don't give a flying F. Now, there was times I didn't give Wolfie the attention he needed when I was doing the work in the Rancho. Our walks got cut down significantly. You know, you get tied up and stuff. So I'll always feel guilty about that. But he was a great companion. It's the owner of the dog. Yeah, my saw my daughter a couple weeks ago, and you know, we were talking about her hamster Daisy, and Daisy would get in all the cabinets and the storage cabinets, and I'd have to take a saw and cut open to get the hamster out. Whereupon it would bite my bite my finger and things. And it finally popped off one day, and I told her I went outside and had an elaborate ceremony of burial and all that. And then I let it slip a couple weeks ago that, ding, right? Bagged and tagged upon death, man. She was really, really upset. I don't like their locking jaws. Let's see. The hardest thing I've ever done in life was to feel my Dalmatian go limp in my arms at the vet. It's a terrible experience, Fundy. Uh, Even now when I look back at my videos of Wolfie, and we've had Georgie here on the Rancho, and he's 7 years old and still going strong. Uh, it's a brutal experience. I will never understand or comprehend how Missy Jen had the strength to be there with Wolfie at the end, and then her own dog. I don't really know about pit bulls too much, but I know I feel sad at the life that some of them live. It's okay, Andres. I got a garbage disposal. I got to put my head under the sink again. Must have lost a wire on the back of I should never put that thing on a GPS. It's driving me crazy. I think I'm going to switch that out today once and for all. But the wiring is very complicated behind the sink area. I hate to do that. It's not like I can send Elvis down there to. Does the black wire go with the white wire? No! Don't touch it. The whole house goes dark. Van time. Well, a lot of people have been talking about the van, and I would have to judge that the van is about 70% complete. You wouldn't know it by looking at it, but the building out the infrastructure takes a long time. As you saw, Marshall's very slow to make decisions about cushions. I even blew my top yesterday about where the hanger bar is going to be in the closet. A half hour later was I can't really make a decision till I have the bar in there. I can't. And I'm like, man, I'm going to make it for you. And I grabbed a pen and I gave him the royal boot and just marked it off in there. But it's going to go fast. I think I'm going to do a little tile backsplash around the stove area. We'll be moving on to the kitchen and plumbing area. Yeah, prepping everything. Decisions takes a long time. I've always said when you're putting wood to sheet metal and you're working in a van with explosive, basically you're working over top of two bombs, a 25-gallon and a 15-gallon. Gas tanks down there, propane tank. You can't just take screws and just start drilling for home down there, or a hot tip of a drywall screw could come through and cause, that's the end. It's like game over. No offense. I've had to go down cellar and howl in pain when the ex took my cat to be. Yeah, Victoria, cats, dogs, the whole thing. Yeah. It's, we love pets because they're unconditional in their love. They never have an off day. Yeah, that's right, Georgie? Huh? That right? Did you see that cat? Where's that cat? Hmm? George. Yeah, there's a nice little, so you put the right hardy backer board on it, the cementitious board, and you're good to go. You have so much patience with Marshall. I have so many years with working, starting in 2015 and flying out to Chicago and doing work on his van. You can see that on the playlist called Elvis's Redemption Road. I think it's a 15-part series. You can see Mr. X and I and Marshall. Oh, it was brutal cold out there in Chicago in mid-November. I remember I surprised my friends. I just showed up in Chicago. I didn't tell people I was gone, and I was on the street in front of the hotel in Chicago, and I wheeled around, and there I am in front of the Lisa Marie. My friends are like, "Oh my God, you didn't." Yeah, I haven't talked about that yet. What's the snitch on the stalker? I don't know. It's a question mark to me. Last night, and you can see it on a live stream. I don't know the exact time mark, but I'm sitting here and I'm looking out the window, and you can probably see my face slightly illuminated. And somebody actually came up. Now, the reason I'm kind of iffy about this thing now is because I have, honestly, I've gotten some Gmails and I've gotten a few threats. I don't make a big deal out of it. I don't, I'll come on YouTube and, look at what else I got. It kind of goes with the terrain here. But given the flow of those things these days and the threats to come and, behead me and, take out Missy Jen and Marshall and all that, you kind of, even though I roll over stuff and I don't worry too much, last night during that live stream, somebody proceeded to come onto the property and they triggered the lights outside. And then it appeared they walked up the ramp to the door and they shined a light. And you could see it shining through the window. Now, they may have been on the sidewalk with a very intense mag light, or they might have been walking around the property. But when I went outside, I saw somebody taking off the street, and I assumed it was somebody that was looking in the recycle cans to pick up cans and bottles. Now I kind of wonder, given the light of the messages that have come in. So I just don't know. I just don't know. No, it didn't shake the fence. Yeah, we are locked, loaded, and our firearms are kept at hand too. They're not locked up in cases. They're ready to grab. And honestly, if I feel threatened or something's coming, you would hate to take somebody's life. But it is what it is. If you're going to risk coming onto private property, and I know people have made threats, oh, I'm coming into California to visit family in January, and the Rancho's only a couple miles out of the way. Well, unless you have an invite from me, whoever you are, don't plan on just dropping by the Rancho. That's a really, really bad idea given the tenor of the times and all that. So um, we have to be safe. What was the old saying? I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6, right? So we shall see. No, it's not a stand your ground state. So I don't know. I'm going to call it a 50-50 shot, Fundy. I'm not going to come on here and, ooh, it was terrible and blah, blah, blah. Marshall left his baseball bat here. He'll get one swing in, and the gangbangers will be on him like nobody's business. I've always had for years. I've had for years on here. So I don't want to overstate that. I don't want people saying it's stirring up drama. I acknowledged it live stream last night. The lights went on. I have automatic lights on the front of the property and on the driveway. They got triggered, and it appeared that somebody wheeled a flashlight and was looking in the property here. So it's very dangerous to walk up. Consider the times right now. It's one thing to ride by the street and do a video and then send me, put that up on another website and then link me to it, and hey, there's a Rancho, a slow drive by, nice American flag, nice plantings out front, and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, the Louisville Slugger. I would think all the chatter know you have firearm now, and they would have to be. Well, that's what I'm saying, and I could, you know, don't get me wrong. I'd never want to injure or hurt anybody. That would definitely be a very last resort. But it's not a good idea to come creeping around uh, here, which brings me to the fact. On the other hand, we uh, we do welcome people to come and visit. But occasionally I have to turn people down just because of the timing of the situation. If you contact me ahead of time and you say I'm going to be swinging up to wine country, whatever, we'd like to come over and meet, stop by the Rancho. That's cool, you know. As long as I nominally know you as a person, I have welcomed a lot of people in the Rancho. The overwhelming majority of which have never been on camera, which is fine. I'm a video hoe, but I do know where to cross when to draw the line. So if you want to come out, let me know. Now it's an unusual time. I had a caravan of people that wanted to come out, and now I'm really glad I said encourage them not to come because it's a swamp outside now. And if somebody pulls an RV into the property, they're probably going to get stuck in the back and have to have a wrecker pull them out. Okay. Number two, I got Marshall here, and I'm doing this van building. Number three, it's Christmas holidays. Okay. You're not family to me, you're friends. Okay. So you have to kind of work around what's going around on here. Number four, I don't want any. I don't want any confrontations or anything like that. Now, the people that were going to come, they're not the kind of people that are ever going to raise a hand and physically physically assault people. But I don't want verbal dust ups and people hurling insults and all that. How many visitors and neighbors think you're running a brothel? How you doing, Glenda? running a brothel out there. Yeah, so that's kind of my attitude. And Missy Jen feels the way. She's not as stupidly sociable as I would say I am. She enjoys her privacy a lot more, and I always take her feedback into account, and we make a decision. But as long as we know ahead of time, like I said, we've had a lot of people come here. You know, the Lisa Marie might be the most well-known van on the RV on the Boyd, but certainly the Rancho is the best-known property on the Boyd. No, I don't feel tired, Kawan. I feel great. It's just the weather is like, you know. And nice to see you, by the way. Hey, Crystal, how you doing? Wonder if stalkers really have a wall of maps, and I mean, I think it's a sport for. I think it's a sport for some people to, to nail people. I know Dave is famous for going on his road trips, and Dave the fisherman going on his road trips and rolling around the country. But the nice thing about Dave is he always gave me a heads up and always gave me the opportunity. And of course I met him also in Las Vegas, but he always gave me the opportunity to tell him yes or no, which was a good thing. Oh, I'm sorry you're sick with a cold today, Tammy. Oh no. Have you watched the latest news about D Dubs and Lindy? I have not. I have really, hey Zeus, I have. I don't want to say um, about Lindy. I never get involved in other people's business, and I never did about Lindy, even though she was in her own way of dealing with me. Because of who I would meet or what panels I would go on in a what I would call a polite way. She would just say, I'm unsubbed. You'll be blocked on my stuff," and that's fine. And I've never chose to get involved in all that's going on that because, honest to goodness, I'm the least nosy person on YouTube. Dig into. Uh, I really hate to dig into people's personal business. So no, I've not. I've not heard any news on that. I was in a bit of a quadrangle with Fundy and uh, Dee and Lindy and me when I was traveling through Utah. this this summertime when we were there. So I don't really, I haven't watched that for quite a while. The things that are going on because I'm not interested in it. You know. And also, I'm not one to cast stones, given my own background and from my own experiences here in life and on YouTube. Hello, PJ. How are you? Hey, Tess. So I just steer clear of that. So she's been respectful to me, and I've been respectful to her. But I have been totally unengaged for the better part of 2 months. I know what's going on, but I don't sit there and get involved with all that. So I'm doing good. How you doing, Jen? Jen says, "Don't mind me. I'm fashionably late." So yeah, that's kind of my deal. I don't really like to stick my snoot into other people's business. So bottom line, if you want to come and visit us here, give me a heads up. You can drop me a line. I would respectfully ask people to wait till the holiday season is over. It's a terrible time. A terrible time here with everything that's going on, the lousy weather and all that. So we're gonna have a very scaled down Christmas this year. I don't know if the weather's ever gonna break. If we're ever, we saw the sun for about 10 minutes yesterday. So thank you, Valerie. Nice to see you, Valerie Lonnie. Nice to see you today. So I don't really know when Reno will happen, but it will happen. I've covered visiting the rancher. Was it a stalker? Who knows? We've had multiple people come onto the property, and not just since Marshall's been here, but uh, for years. It is what it is. You know, if you're very public and everybody knows where you live, it's just it is what it is. You're gonna have there's all kinds of people out there on YouTube, and some of them, most people are smart enough to just want to dox you and be done with it. But there's a few people that sadly will cross the line on things. Have an issue with Mars and get off his back. Well, I would agree. He's been doing good. Hey, Leslie. Do you like peppermint bark coffee, Rosie? Kiwana, I'm not really a fond of peppermint. For me, it's just straight coffee is the best thing for me. I don't even understand Starbucks. I go in there and I might as well be standing on the floor of the Chicago Board of Trade looking at the big board trying to figure out what is this stuff? What are these drinks? Double latte with a twist of mocha espresso, double cream, caramel frappe on top, hold the cream. I'm like, what? Yeah, it might have been one of those loud kids the other night. So I'm not really too much on. I just like simple things. Yeah, I'm not much on peppermint. You know, it's not one of my. I don't really like the mints, the spearmints, and all those kind of things. I don't enjoy those type of things on there. How you doing, Twitter? Raven Bonnet, Ravena Bonnet. I hope I said that right. Americans I get it. If I have to go there, thank you, Kiwana. If I have to go to Starbucks, I order a blonde, and that means they do a pour over. They get the boiling water, they get some grounds, and they get some ground coffee in a strainer chooch, and then they pour it over. But they make a big deal of putting on a big show, like, oh, you're such a pain in the ass. They come over, pour a little bit, let it settle, come back again. And that's about all I can handle. Yeah, McDonald's dollar coffee or 7-Eleven $1 coffee, $1 any size coffee when you sign up as a 7-Eleven rewards. Every seventh coffee is free, and I just stand there like, whoa. Yeah, Starbucks is mind-boggling. I can't do it. What's up, Whiskey? What's going on? Is it still raining up there? It's pouring down here. Oh, you used to clean a Starbucks at night while in college. I drank a lot of it. I just find it too bitter, Quinny. Uh, it always seems to taste too like acidic. Yeah, free coffee is the best coffee. When I grew up, you just went into a place, there was coffee. I'll take a coffee. And that was it. There wasn't any fanciness. There wasn't any Starbucks. There wasn't any Pete's. There wasn't everything. You have to have a lot of sugar in Starbucks, yeah. So it's not my best thing. Raining of course. Insane. Sorry, Andrew, you're very upset at the moment. I'm sorry. It's Christmas time. Cup sizes, grande, all of that. McDonald's chains. It really got you going if you had a job to do. Yeah. You know, McDonald's really came back from the brink, their whole operation, about 10, 15 years ago. They were really on the edge of just gone into oblivion. Now, Tenant at Will, I want to clear this up. We had a few laughs last night, and Marshall was talking about how he's officially become a tenant at will on the Rancho, and it's going to take a fleet of lawyers to pry him off of this place. Well, you know, there's always going to be some number of people that take things dead serious on here, and that's not really the way that he and I roll. I thought it was a pretty funny conversation. It seemed like he knew all the laws about what it takes to displace a person on your. Yeah, Elvis the mouse toes. I'll drag him out by myself. Yeah, there you go. Rain and cranes don't mix. Yeah, so yeah. Go there. You get. I wonder if Troy's coaching him. Yeah, Marshall. Go down. File a brief with the local superior court there. Tell them you are a tenant on that property and exert your rights. Yeah, where is my North Shore towing? Anyway, it was all about. We had a lot of good laughs about that, so don't take that. Don't take that seriously. How you doing, Spanky? Don't take that jive seriously. Okay, both he and I can't wait to put it in gear. Yeah, and head south to be in the sunshine. This is about all I can stand. No problem, Andrew Scott. You are loved here. Good morning, Cupcake. I'm not going to blow a tube. We just come on and have some. Yeah, Whiskey OG's Mike Myers is going to murder Elbow at the rant. I don't think so. I don't think so. Although I do look forward to Whiskey, Sean the Brit coming down to do a visit. But I have to tell you, I'm glad Whiskey's not down here now. Like I said, guaranteed we'd have to tow his rig out with a wrecker if he went into the back here. I can't wait to go below the frozen tundra. Money or no money? Well, I can't wait to put it in gear. Yeah, don't blow a valve. Yeah, I can't wait to put it in gear. Yay, there's North Shore towing. So I can't wait to put it in gear for SoCal and down in that area and back down to Arizona. Quartzite, yeah. Dump all your stuff at Rosie's. Empty out your van. Get a Home Depot bucket. You all set? Throw down that trucker mattress and put it in gear. Get down to Quartzite. They can help you. He is very appreciative for what I'm doing. I mean, you know, honestly, you can't ask somebody to plow into an electrical system like that with that huge wiring harness and cut all that over and run new wiring and understand all the gauges that you need to run for the electrical loads and make things very safe with armored cable and all that. So he did. He's been working hard, and I have to say, every day he's working on the exterior, cleaning up that goo that was put all around the windows, compounding and waxing that rig. And I have to say, that rig is actually moving into the decent looking class now. It's still got a ways to go. But by the time that interior is done and that exterior is all done and all the leaks are fixed and everything on there, it should be a pretty attractive vehicle once again. To me, I always loved the blue and white scheme the best. That was always my favorites. Michael Myers is going to need an extra long knife in order to. Will you ever be going back to Cutting Boulevard? I've never really chooched Richmond district of Oakland there. International Boulevard is really where I concentrated my efforts from really Lake Merritt all the way down International Boulevard to 135th Street in San Leandro. So I would like to choose the Iron Triangle down in Richmond down there. When you got to pay $20 to dump, like you want to rip out to invest in a bucket, pull noodles and coconut core. There you go. This way, throw a toilet, it should make a compost. There you go. I mean, for me, I never felt the need to have anything built in as an urban van dweller because I'm always boondocking at 24-hour places. I can go in at any hour, any time, and use the facilities. Well, that's what I'm saying, Mike's life. Hey, Yasmin, I've got to be kind of, yeah, there we go, Whiskey. I got to be kind of careful about, you know, especially when you're accompanied by a male, whether it's Elvis or Mr. Z. strangely enough and paradoxically enough, to me it's more safe to go in solo with a camera on a selfie stick walking through than being accompanied by a male, because then you seem like much more of a provocative kind of operation. Maybe because I appear to be female, they're not going to engage as much. But when they see a guy coming in too, that kind of ups the ante, and they probably draw a line at a confrontation. Yeah, I was on Real Stream News last night. Thank you again, CJ, for a nice appearance there. Are you going to be working on the band today, streaming? Probably be working in the shop. I think we want to go down to visit the foam place to check out the densities of the foam. I can't really blame Marshall for wanting to do that. It's he's got to sit on that dinette for whatever time to come. So it's and then order up the cushions, buy the covers, and put the foam in. There's local alterations place that'll take that down with no problem at all for peanuts. Here, yeah, it was a good live stream last night. Thank you, Mr. Z. Yeah, I always enjoy being hanging around Holly. She always makes me laugh and puts a smile on my face. And that was the first time I've been on a panel since April. I was like, I hope this works. Everybody's like, yay, thank God. Yay, 6 to 8 months off of the panels. Yay, we loved it. Big mouths on there. He already knows that, Whiskey OG. He has you and your picture on your RV in his wallet now on there. So we're not going to be doing Friday night foodies until I hit the road, Yasmin. Although I will, I am taking Missy Jen and Marshall out for their birthdays. Will be coming up. I will do some video for that. Hopefully Bobby will be able to come along too. That'll be the extent of my birthday celebrations for Marshall here. But I did the same thing when he came to Vegas, and we would go to the casino. Yeah, Whiskey. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Vote for Whiskey OG. Yeah, he's a good looking guy. Yeah, he's got that California thing going on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's an RV now. Marshall, you could learn from him. So, that's good. Meet us in Santa Rosa. Bobby's doing good. I will make him probably peanut butter cookies over the weekend. So, that would be about it. I figure I'm donating all my labor and time for this rig. That's enough of everything in there. So, and I think people would agree. How you doing, Vanessa? What's going on, sweetie? Like I said, if you want to meet us, just let me know and make sure you show up. A lot of people plan and then they bail. I don't know whether they feel like it's it's meeting too big of a star, or I'm physically threatening to to them. How you doing, Shay Shay? Yeah, 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 yeah. He has a big gift already. Yeah, so he is very appreciative of that, and that's fine. So what I'm going to do today, I promise Missy Jen's going to wring my neck if I don't get underneath the kitchen sink and get this garbage disposal working again. A wire must have come off the back, and I'm getting so darn frustrated with this thing. I'm doing good, Shay Shay. Uh, yeah, well, like I say, yeah, I'm an international celebrity. Millions of people watch my watch my watch my videos. God. I've already sliced about half my videos over the last 5 months or so. Anyway, the hammer's going to drop on the 10th of And the 10th of December. It's going to be interesting to see what shakes out on the Boyd here and on YouTube. Yes, North Shore Towing is an international famous troll. Yes, absolutely, positively, 100%. We've come up to the hour mark. I will see you guys later today. I'm not sure if I'll stream or not. If we get back in time, I will start to cut out. I've got this MDF sheets to start cutting out for probably the bed frame in the back. We'll start shimming that and getting that ready to so we can mark the panels for what goes where. Uh, you know, the electrical. Then we got to sit the dinette, get that marked up, and figure out how we're going to cover that wall next to it. Trying to get my yeah, Kevin Leonard is frustrating. I didn't put myself enough leads into the under the sink there to lengthen. I'm just fighting to get this stuff. Says Norm shouldn't give me money, but it's okay. Yeah, I don't know, Marshall. I have no idea about that. I'm not getting involved in that. Okay, and please don't bring your drama onto this stream. Okay, I'm not here to talk about people and their donations that they make. Be grateful for what you get in life, and don't worry about what other people say or do on YouTube. I don't even know if Chuck E. Cheese. I have all these tokens I got to use that I dug up on metal detecting. Yeah, don't make this about you, please. So, anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead. Yeah, I adore Holly. I love Holly. I am going to go ahead and close it out. Now, Whiskey OG the 10th is supposed to be. That was like the deadline that YouTube set to start aligning channels to the new YouTube terms and conditions, especially as applies to the Child Online Protection and Privacy, the COPA Act here. So, yeah, make sure to review all your videos and don't assume, like I have thousands of videos. And I put my whole channel on Not for Kids, and then I went in and started looking at individual videos to decide whether to remove them or not. You know, a whole lot of Rosie. And I noticed that some of the videos were still tagged as not selected, which means I had to go through every friggin' video and check to make sure that it actually went through and worked. That sucked. Okay, that absolutely sucked. Uh, no, not the old one, Johnny West. Not that one. Not that one. What's up, Blue? How you doing? Um, yeah, use music from a random Spanish band. So I don't know. Yeah, Whiskey, I peaked out at over 10,500 videos. I'm now down to 5,600 or something like that, maybe 6,500 or 5,600 videos. It is what it is. You got to roll with the times. Yeah, but Marshall, I'm not talking about that right now, okay? And you're not going to swing the conversation to your way when it's my stream. Yeah, always double check and make sure because this rating stuff is not sticking on there. But I did go through and take the time to check every one of the videos that might be the least bit out there and change every single rating on that. And it took a long time to do that. Marshall, I'm going to have to put you in a timeout if you come in here and insist on hijacking my stream. Thank you, 530 Tahoe. I really appreciate that. You have a wonderful one too. So make sure, don't assume that just because your stuff is tagged is not, your whole channel's tagged is not for kids, that it's going to stick through. That it's going to stick through for out. Yeah, so I'm looking at this now. I just checked the box. It said my channel is that. Well, Whiskey, I don't know how many vids you have. You know, you do have some Michael Myers stuff on there. I don't know if that crosses to the 17-year-old or whatever on there. For my channel was easy. Not one thing I've ever made has been for kids, obviously. Especially ones I got my big jugs hanging out. Hey, you too, Lavender. I hope you're having a good day too. So, Oh, Spanky. No, I don't think you just make sure that each one of them is marked not for kids whiskey and you're good to go in my opinion. I'm no expert. Yeah, Waffles is making every video age restricted. That's the best way to do it too. So, they are good vids. I agree. I don't want Whiskey to gut his stuff out on there. Hello, Denise. I love Whiskey's content. I don't want him to. You pull that out, and it's. I pulled and gutted enough of my early stuff. Um, yeah, you too, Johnny West, and it's hurtful because that's your whole life there. I don't know whether to tuck them under the table or hang them on top. Yeah, I've been towing the line with YouTube rules. Move that line a centimeter and you're breaking the rules. Yeah, that's correct, Justin. That's why I went through over 10,000 videos in the last 5 months and removed almost 5,000 of them. Yeah, you can restrict at 50. I will be on later, PG. I'm not going to live stream the garbage disposal fix and all that. But if we start to cut panels for the van for the bed, we might as well get them cut out. Nobody's coming to visit. I just told people if you want to come to visit, don't just show up. Don't say he. I'm going to be just a few miles from the Rancho when I'm going to visit family in NorCal. Bad idea. Yeah, you can roll up the street. It's public, but don't horn your way onto this property here, or you're going to have a problem. If you contact ahead of time, that's fine. That's fine. So to check. I would suggest you do, Justin, just like I did. I went over stuff with a fine tooth comb. Yeah, thank you, Nell. And I had that little gift yesterday on there, on that. I never even heard of that. You can load both at once. I'm not sure what that means. Oh no, your drive failed. That sucks. You had to fix it. Okay. Um, yeah, so just let me know beforehand if you want to come. And probably I'll say yes, or maybe I'll say no. Yeah, I got a good pair of knee. Yeah, the copper gloves are wonderful. I just take them off before I go live. I sleep in these things. They do a great job. They're called copper fits, and they're wonderful. They do a very good job. After I get out, on the tractor Benjamin. It's a good question. I don't know. What to say about tractor videos. I have no idea. Missy Jen has to decide whether tractor's good. I've now removed one band-aid of the three. You can see the end of the cut here. It goes all the way up here, but it's holding together pretty good. It was bad. It opened that up like a fillet, like a quarter of an inch deep, man. I didn't know if I'd have to go get stitches or not on that. Hey, Jackie. But I'm made of tough stuff. Anyway, guys, have a wonderful hump day, and I will see you around soon. Definitely be on tonight if I don't see you today. It's going to scar. I got a zillion scars on me. Bounty honor. It looked like I went through trench warfare. Yeah. There you go, Jen. Anyway, yeah. Everybody have a good day, and I will see you around. And Blue Waffles, thanks for stopping by. A special shout out to you today. Good to see you. If I don't see you again, I hope you have a really merry Christmas. All right, so thank you very much, everybody. I will be streaming sometime today. I'm not quite sure. I owe it to Missy Jen to get in that kitchen and finish fix that garbage disposal. And then I think Marshall and I will cut out some panels for the bedding. We'll see how that fits. All that. Okay, take care, everybody. Woo!